Love is not just an emotion, it is a long journey full of challenges, learning, and growth. But do we truly understand love, or are we merely lost in the ups and downs of our feelings? Have you ever wondered what lies hidden in the heart of the man you love? He may appear strong and determined before the world, but beneath that exterior are secrets and emotions he does not easily reveal. Men do not say everything, but when they truly love, they are willing to expose their deepest truths, their fears, dreams, hurts, and even their simplest desires. And if he has shared these things with you, congratulations, for you are the most special woman in his life. Welcome to the Sophia's Knowledge channel, and my name is Sophia. This is the place where we explore real stories, profound lessons, and valuable experiences about love. Today, in this video, Sophia will share with you 7 psychological secrets that men only reveal to the woman they truly love, a fresh perspective to help you build and maintain a lasting love. If you have ever wondered about the questions in love, don't skip this video. For the best experience, find a quiet place, put on your headphones, and allow yourself to fully listen to what I am about to share. Relax, and let everything drift away. Let's discover together with Sophia the secrets that will help you live more fully in every relationship. Let's get started. Number 1. His deepest fear. When we talk about men, we often picture someone strong, confident, and capable of facing all of life's challenges. But the truth is, beneath that protective shell, men also harbor their deepest fears which they carefully hide. These fears are rarely shared with anyone, not even with the person closest to them, unless they truly trust and love that woman with all their heart. The most important thing for a woman to understand is that when a man reveals his deepest fears to you, it shows that you have not only won his love but also his absolute trust. This is the clearest sign that your relationship has reached a deeper, more mature level. So what is the deepest, most profound fear of a man? In reality, regardless of his age or position in society, most men share one common fear: the fear of failure, the fear of not fulfilling their responsibilities, and especially the fear of not being able to protect and care for the ones they love. In the subconscious of most men, they always burden themselves with the responsibility of being a strong, steadfast pillar for their family. That is why he always strives to maintain his image, so that no one sees the weakness or helplessness within his true self. For a man, failure is not merely a failure in his career or financial life, it is also a failure to protect the woman he loves, and that is what truly haunts him. When a man truly loves you, he will not hesitate to let you see the most vulnerable parts of his heart. He will be honest with you, admitting that he fears he may not be capable of making you happy, fears that one day you might be disappointed in him, or even fears losing your love because of his shortcomings. This may seem simple, but it is incredibly important because it is the moment when you truly realize just how valuable you are in his eyes. Why does a man keep this fear hidden for so long? Simply because men are taught that strength is the most important quality. They are raised in a society where failure and weakness have no place. Therefore, when a man dares to expose his fear to you, he is not only entrusting you with his feelings but also giving you the deep-seated pride he has safeguarded for many years. And when you learn of his deepest fear, what you need to do is not to criticize or question his abilities, but to understand, share, and become the emotional support he needs. What a man needs most at that moment is to feel safe, to be heard, and to be accompanied by the woman he loves. A gentle word of encouragement, a loving squeeze of the hand, or simply your sincere, quiet presence can give him the strength to overcome that deep-seated fear. When you achieve that, not only will your relationship grow even stronger, but he will also feel that you are truly a special person in his life, someone he wants to protect and love for a lifetime. Remember, for a man to reveal his most vulnerable side, you have become an incredibly special woman. And the deep fear he shares with you is the most wonderful proof of the love and trust he has for you. Number 2. The hidden dreams and ambitions. We often think that men only care about their careers, money, and social status. Few know that deep inside every man, whether he is strong, successful, or ordinary, there are secret dreams and ambitions that he rarely reveals to others. These dreams are like shining stars in his heart, usually kept as an extremely private secret until he meets the woman he truly loves. You know, men tend to build a strong and steadfast exterior in front of the world. But inside that shell, they are much like grown-up children, harboring beautiful dreams they have nurtured since childhood. These dreams may be as simple as living a free life, escaping the harsh expectations of society, doing what they are truly passionate about, or even grander ambitions such as leaving a lasting mark on this world. But why do men hide these dreams for so long? Because they understand that life always demands they be realistic and responsible to themselves and the ones they love. Many men have chosen to give up their dreams in exchange for stability for their family and for the future of the woman they love. They are not inclined to share their secret longings for fear of being misunderstood as being overly idealistic, impractical, or lacking the backbone to shoulder responsibility. However, when a man truly loves you, he will not hesitate to reveal his deepest dreams to you. Perhaps you did not know, but when he chooses to share this with you, it shows that you have become the most special person in his life. You are the one he trusts enough to open his heart without fear of judgment or criticism. He knows that you will not mock or belittle those dreams. On the contrary, you will become the greatest source of inspiration, encouraging him to have the courage to make them come true. For a man, voicing his hidden ambitions also means letting you step deeper into his soul, to touch the softest corners that few have ever been allowed to see. It might be a simple dream like writing a book, becoming a musician and composing songs, opening a cozy little cafe on a quiet street corner, or sometimes even grander goals, such as creating something that can help many people around the world. Whether modest or grand, these dreams express his most genuine, intimate, and treasured desires. The best thing you can do when he shares these dreams is to listen sincerely, understand, and encourage him to pursue what he loves. Never underestimate a man's dreams, for when he speaks them aloud, he is giving you the most precious part of his inner world. Respecting, motivating, and accompanying him on the journey to achieve these ambitions is the most wonderful way to connect your two hearts. When you become the one who always stands by his side, cheering him on to pursue his dreams, he will realize that he has truly found the woman of his life. And that is when he feels that his dreams are no longer his alone, but have become shared goals. Dreams that both of you will work together to realize. Always remember that when he speaks his dreams, it means he is saying, "I trust you, and I want you to be a part of all the beautiful things I strive for." And that is the clearest proof of the love, trust, and the extremely special place you hold in his heart. If you find this video helpful, please share it with friends or loved ones to spread its value. And if you have any questions or ideas, leave them in the comments. I am always listening and ready to answer. Let's continue together. Number 3. The mistakes and failures of the past. In this life, no one can avoid mistakes, stumbles, or painful failures. But for a man, the mistakes and failures of the past are among the things he hides most closely. Not because he wants to conceal himself, but because he fears that by revealing these stories, his image as a strong and reliable man in the eyes of the one he loves will be shaken. What is special, however, is that if a man truly loves you, he will be willing to open the door to his past so that you can step in and understand the times he was hurt, the times he made mistakes, or even failed. He does not want you to see his weaknesses, but rather he wants you to truly understand what he has been through, and more importantly, he wants you to be the first, and the only one, to see through the emotional wounds he has carefully hidden. For a man, speaking about the mistakes of the past is not an easy thing. Sometimes, these are mistakes made at work, poor decisions that caused him to lose opportunities for advancement or resulted in significant losses for himself and his family. Other times, they are failures in love, relationships that made him lose faith, wounds that took many years to heal. Sharing these things with you is not merely a recounting of events, but also a major challenge to his pride. So why does a man choose to share these things with the woman he truly loves? Because he wants you to understand the real person he is, not a perfect image built up for show, but a genuine man who has stumbled, suffered, yet continuously strives to become better. He wants to show you that he too has flaws and mistakes, but more importantly, he wants you to see the sincerity in the love he has for you. When he dares to open up about his past failures, it proves one crucial thing: he completely trusts in your understanding, compassion, and unconditional love. He believes that the woman he loves will not judge him by those mistakes, but instead, will build a better future with him. As a woman, when the man you love tells you about his past hurts and failures, listen attentively and sincerely. Do not rush to judge or offer advice. What he needs most at that moment is understanding, compassion, and the affirmation that, no matter how his past has been, you will always be by his side and accept him unconditionally. This will boost his confidence and give him a sense of peace when he is with you. You know, men are very strong, yet they are incredibly vulnerable. That is why, when he trusts you enough to share those painful stories from his past, you have officially entered the deepest part of his soul. This not only helps you understand him better but also gives both of you the motivation to move forward together, avoiding the pitfalls of the past. Truly speaking, when a man decides to reveal these deep secrets, it is not merely so that you understand his past, but also to send a profound message. I have made mistakes, but now I am willing to become a better man for you. And the most wonderful thing is that when you understand, empathize, and continue to love him completely, he will love and cherish you even more. He will realize that he has finally found a woman mature and sensitive enough to see the beauty hidden behind imperfection. Number 4. What he truly thinks about himself. There is a truth that not everyone knows. Inside every man lie very private thoughts, the real opinions that even his closest family, friends, or colleagues rarely get to know. These thoughts are sometimes very simple, yet extremely sensitive and easily hurt, and they are his true feelings about himself. On the outside, men often build a confident, strong image that seems impervious to harm. But deep inside, they also harbor insecurities, doubts, and sometimes even feelings of inadequacy that are not easily expressed. And he will only choose to reveal these things to the woman he truly loves, completely trusts, and feels safe with. Have you ever wondered what the man beside you really thinks about himself? When a man truly loves someone, he will willingly reveal to the woman he loves the most genuine parts of his soul. This might include honest thoughts about his dissatisfaction with himself, doubts about his own abilities, or a sense of insecurity when he feels he is not good enough, talented enough, or perfect enough to deserve you. This is very special because it is the clearest sign that he values you so highly in his eyes that you have become an integral part of his life, someone he can completely trust with his deepest secrets. Perhaps you didn't know, but men carry a constant fear that they are not skilled enough, not successful enough, or not good enough to make the one they love proud. He may silently compare himself to other men, even to those from your past, and sometimes feel that he is not worthy of your love. This may sound strange, but it happens in a man's mind far more than you might imagine. When a man decides to talk to you about these thoughts, he is truly giving you the key to his inner world, a world he usually tries very hard to hide from the outside. He wants you to know that he is not perfect, but he hopes you can accept and love even his imperfections. If your man tells you that he lacks confidence in himself or feels pressured when he is with you, it does not mean he is weak. On the contrary, he is much stronger than many other men because he dares to admit things that very few dare to confess, and he dares to express his true self in order to receive your empathy, love, and understanding. So when you hear the man you love share these true thoughts, what should you do? Listen as sincerely as possible, understand him, and do not try to change him immediately. Do not say that his thoughts are silly or negative. Instead, gently affirm that you love him for who he is, not for the perfect, strong image he is trying to build on the outside. As long as you show that you accept and love the real him, you help him feel more confident, happier, and become a better man every day. When he feels that the person he truly loves accepts his imperfect self, he will naturally be motivated to change and improve for you. Remember, when a man reveals his deepest thoughts about himself to you, he is silently sending you a message: I trust you, I feel safe with you, and I want you to see the real me, the good parts and the not-so-perfect parts. This is his way of silently affirming that you are the most special woman, the one he wants to share his life with. So, cherish the moment when he opens up and shares his true feelings about himself with you, because it is the most wonderful proof that the love he has for you is not only deep but also incredibly genuine and precious. If you are still watching at this moment, don't hesitate to comment continue. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section. I look forward to hearing your opinions. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to Sophia so that I can have more motivation to create many wonderful and meaningful videos. Let's continue together. Number 5. The deep sorrows that no one knows. In life, everyone has their own sorrows and moments of loneliness that no one can fully understand. But for men, sorrow is something they hide more than anyone else. Society always assumes that men must be strong, resilient, and not allowed to be weak. Because of that, the wounds and deep sorrows in their hearts are often concealed and buried under a tough exterior, so that no one can see them. However, when a man truly loves someone, he will begin to open up, gradually revealing the hidden corners of his soul that he has never shared with anyone. These are the sorrows and wounds that even he may not want to face. Only when he truly trusts and loves a woman does he dare to reveal these feelings, as a way to seek understanding, empathy, and a strong shoulder to lean on when he is weary. Why do men hide their sorrows? The simple reason is that men are constantly pressured to be strong and are not allowed to show weakness. From a young age, they are taught that crying or complaining is a sign of fragility, which is unbefitting of a strong man. Therefore, they learn to suppress and keep all their emotions to themselves, no matter how painful or exhausting they may be. But everyone is human, everyone has moments of helplessness, discouragement, and hurt. Men are no exception, they simply choose to endure on their own instead of expressing their inner feelings. And the sad thing is, by keeping everything inside for too long, many men become emotionally hardened, even forgetting how to express the deepest emotions of their hearts. However, if one day he sits down with you and begins to share the sorrows he has hidden for so many years, that is the clearest sign that you are a special person. He has trusted you enough to open his heart and show you the vulnerability he has always tried to hide. The deep sorrows that men often hide include the wounds of the past. Men do not easily forget the scars from the past, whether they are wounds from family, work, or past relationships. Perhaps he experienced a difficult childhood, a strict father, an incomplete family, or a relationship that shattered his faith in love. But instead of talking about it, he silently endures, trying his best to keep the pain hidden from the world. Anxiety about the future. One of the greatest pressures for a man is the responsibility for the future. He constantly feels the need to be successful, to be a solid support for his family, and to have a stable career so that no one will be disappointed in him. Sometimes, these pressures leave him exhausted, yet he continues to bear them because he does not want anyone to see his insecurity. The feeling of loneliness that no one understands. No matter how many friends, colleagues, or family members surround him, a man can still feel lonely. There are things he cannot tell anyone, emotions he cannot share, and sorrows that even he does not know how to relieve. When a man confides in you about this loneliness, it means he truly yearns for a place where he can be himself without having to hide anything. How can you help him feel safe when sharing his sorrow? When a man opens up about what makes him sad, the most important thing you can do is to listen sincerely. Do not rush to give advice or try to analyze the problem or find an immediate solution. Sometimes, the only thing he needs is someone to sit quietly beside him, listen, and understand without judgment. Let him know that you value what he shares, that you do not see his sorrow as a weakness. Instead, you recognize it as a sign of a deep soul, a heart capable of feeling and loving. Men do not need someone to criticize them for being sad or to urge them to be stronger. What they need is a woman who is sensitive enough to understand that no matter how strong they may seem, there are times when they need comfort, a gentle touch, and a shoulder to lean on. A sign that he truly trusts you is if one day your man no longer hides his sorrows but begins to open his heart to you. Cherish that moment, because not everyone is lucky enough to experience it. It is a sign that you are the person he wants to rely on when he is tired, the one he believes will never leave him no matter what happens. A man might share with you his joys and successes, but if he is willing to show you his deepest sorrows, the wounds, and failures he has never shared with anyone else, then you are indeed the most special person in his heart. Because true love is not only about enjoying happy moments together, but also about overcoming sorrow, healing wounds, and facing the most vulnerable moments of life together. Number 6. The little things that make him the happiest. When it comes to a man's happiness, many immediately think of great achievements such as career success, earning lots of money, or conquering important life goals. But the truth is, a man's happiness doesn't only come from those grand things. Sometimes, it is the little moments, the simple actions that few notice, that can bring him immense joy. The thing is, not every man easily expresses the small things that make him happy. They often keep these joys to themselves or think that no one really cares about them. But when a man truly loves you, he will gradually reveal those simple yet very meaningful things to him. And when you understand those things, you will know how to make him feel loved in the most complete way. The little things that bring great happiness to a man. Being recognized and cherished. One of the most important things that make a man happy is the feeling of being acknowledged and cherished by the woman he loves. It could be a simple compliment when he completes a task well, a look full of pride when he achieves something, or simply a gentle word of encouragement when he feels tired. Men may not say it out loud, but they always yearn to be respected and valued by the one they love. When you show that you trust him and are proud of what he does, it can bring him more joy than anything else. Being with his loved one in peace. Many think that men enjoy dramatic moments or endless conquests. But in reality, when a man truly loves, the thing that makes him happiest is simply being with you in peaceful togetherness. It doesn't have to be an extravagant romantic date or endless conversations. Sometimes, just sitting quietly together, watching a favorite movie, or simply leaning your head on his shoulder after a long, tiring day, those moments are what he treasures the most. A surprise caring message. Did you know that a simple message like "How are you today? Have you eaten yet?" or "I miss you" on an ordinary day can make a man feel happy all day? No matter how busy or strong he may be, men are still human and sometimes long to receive care from the one they love. A small, loving message will make him feel remembered, cared for, and cherished. A warm, tight hug. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Sometimes, just a warm hug is enough to make him feel happy. There are times when a man feels tired and burdened by work, life, and the many responsibilities on his shoulders. At those moments, a hug from you, without needing to say anything, can comfort him and give him the strength to keep going. Moments when he can be himself. In life, men often have to wear many masks, strong at work, resolute in public, calm in the face of challenges. But when he is with the one he loves, what makes him happiest is being able to be himself without having to hide anything. He can comfortably share silly stories, laugh freely without maintaining a facade, or simply express his true emotions without fear of judgment. When a man finds a woman who makes him feel this way, that is the greatest happiness he can have. Being trusted by his woman. Men don't like to be doubted or feel they have to constantly prove themselves. Their happiness comes from the absolute trust of the woman they love. When you trust him, not only in major decisions but also in the small everyday things, he feels respected and motivated to become a better version of himself. The little acts you do for him. Sometimes, the smallest things bring the greatest happiness. A meal you cook with your own hands, even if it isn't perfect, an outfit you choose for him, or a morning coffee you prepare, all these little acts can make him feel incredibly warm. Men don't need grand gestures, but they will always remember the little moments you dedicate to them. These actions not only make him happy but also make him appreciate you even more. How can you help him feel these joys? Men don't always say what makes them happy, but if you observe closely, you will notice. Don't think that only grand things can bring them happiness. Sometimes, just a hug, a sincere compliment, absolute trust, or a small gesture can make him feel like the luckiest man in the world. Because love isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes, it is simply the genuine care in the smallest details that brings the deepest happiness. And when you understand this, you hold the key to making your man happy every day. Number 7. His true feelings about his relationship with his family. A man's relationship with his family is an important part that deeply influences how he views life, love, and marriage. Although he may appear calm, carefree, or even rarely mention his family, the truth is that within every man, this relationship leaves strong marks. It can be a source of motivation or even deep, hard-to-heal wounds. What is especially significant is that men are not always willing to share about their family, even with close friends or colleagues. Only when a man truly loves someone does he trust enough to open up about his most genuine feelings toward his loved ones. And if he is willing to talk to you about his family, it means you have secured an incredibly important place in his heart. Why do men rarely talk about their family? There are several reasons why men find it difficult to express their emotions about their family. Fear of misunderstanding. If his relationship with his family isn't perfect, he may worry that you will judge him or form preconceived notions about him. Desire to maintain a strong image. Men are often taught that they must be strong and shoulder responsibility. If they have suffered wounds from their family, they tend to hide them to avoid being seen as weak. A sense of privacy. Not everyone is ready to talk about their family, especially sensitive issues or unhappy memories. But when a man truly loves you, he will not hesitate to share these things with you because he wants you to understand the real person he is, what has influenced his thoughts, character, and the way he loves others. The true emotions a man rarely reveals about his family include respect and gratitude for his parents. If he has a good relationship with his parents, he may often speak of them with pride and love. For some men, their parents are not only the ones who gave them life but also role models to emulate. When he talks about his family with deep respect, it shows that he values family values and is likely to be a man who will cherish his future wife and children. The wounds of his childhood. Not everyone is fortunate enough to have a happy family. Some men grow up in incomplete families, with divorced parents or deep-seated conflicts. Such experiences can greatly affect how he views love and marriage. If he has been hurt by his family in the past, he may be more cautious in relationships, afraid of being hurt again. But if he trusts you enough to share this part of his past, it means he considers you a crucial part of his life. Responsibilities and pressure from family. Many men feel burdened by the responsibility of supporting their family, especially if he is the eldest or the pillar of the family. Sometimes, he may not say it out loud, but he silently endures pressure from his parents, the expectations regarding his career, finances, and obligations to his loved ones. When he confides in you about these pressures, it shows that he truly trusts you and seeks your support and encouragement. Expectations for a future family. The way a man talks about his family also reflects how he will build his own family in the future. If he often mentions his family with love and respect, it is likely that he will deeply value the family he builds with you. Conversely, if he has suffered wounds from his own family, he might strive to ensure that his future family does not repeat those past mistakes. How can you understand and support him when he shares about his family? Listen without judgment. When he talks about his family, listen sincerely without judging or drawing hasty conclusions. Whether his family is perfect or has its flaws, the most important thing is to understand how he has grown from those circumstances. Let him know you understand and respect his feelings. Sometimes, just a simple phrase like, "You've been through a lot, and I really appreciate you sharing this with me," is enough to make him feel at ease and happy. Don't force him to change his views. If he has been hurt by his family, you cannot change his past, but you can help him feel more at peace. Show him that no matter how his family is, you still love him for who he is. Accompany him in family matters. If he has responsibilities toward his family, work together with him to find solutions instead of adding extra pressure. When he sees that you are not only his lover but also his partner, your bond will become even stronger. A sign that he truly takes you seriously. If a man is willing to share with you about his family, especially his most genuine feelings that he has never shared with anyone, this is the clearest sign that he is truly serious about you. Because family is an important part of everyone's life, and when he allows you into that world, it means he sees you as an indispensable part of his future. Love is not only about romance or sweet moments, it is also about understanding and sharing the deepest aspects of one's heart. When you truly understand his relationship with his family, you will understand him better, his values, and most importantly, you will know how to love him in the way he needs the most. Conclusion. A man's love is not only expressed through words or romantic gestures, but also through the deepest parts of his soul that he is willing to share with a special woman. These psychological secrets are the hidden corners he has guarded for many years, the thoughts and feelings he rarely expresses to anyone else. But when he opens up to you, it means you have become one of the most important parts of his life. He will tell you about his fears, his secret ambitions, the wounds of his past, and even the simple joys he cherishes. He will allow you into his inner world, where he is no longer just the strong, resilient man the world sees, but a genuine person with all the emotions like anyone else. And the most important thing a woman can do is not to change him, but to understand, listen, and cherish these things. When you accept him with all that he is, the good parts and the imperfect parts, that is when your love becomes the strongest and most profound. Because a man may share his joy with many, but he only entrusts his deepest secrets to the woman he truly loves. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. I hope you have found useful lessons about love and relationships. If you feel this video has been helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. I truly appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more valuable content in future videos. Please continue to join me on this journey of exploring love and relationships. See you again, and I wish you endless happiness.